our next speaker is Julianne, or Jules Sohn, who's come down from LA. Julianne served for 5 years as a public affairs officer in the U.S. Marine Corps and the Marine Reserve, and she left the Marine Corps in 2003, and 3 years later joined the Call to Duty tour, which is a national speaking tour that sought to reignite debate about the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy. Julianne is also an honor graduate for her class from the Los Angeles Police Academy, and that was in February 2006, and currently serves as a police officer in LAPD's Media Relations section. Join me please in welcoming Jules Sohn.
We have to do the height thing again, sorry. Way down, so we can't go any further. Thank you all for being here. I really am honored to be a part of this great panel. Bridget already asked how many people are veterans in the audience, and I always like to kind of get a sense of how many people know someone in the military personally. Wow, that's a lot. Now, how many people have dated or are spouses of somebody in the military? I'm just curious, since we're here right by Miramar. Okay. Thank you for your sacrifice, actually. My story kind of touches upon that a little bit as well. As Dr. Porter said, I work for the LAPD now, but I served 5 years on active duty with the Marine Corps as a Marine Corps public affairs officer. Never had the honor of serving at Miramar, but as I was driving in today, I saw some Marines running around the base, and it just kind of brought back some memories. Some good, some bad, you know, but because being 5 feet tall and carrying all that gear, honestly, you know, maybe that's why I'm short. But I actually graduated from UCLA in 1999, and I made a decision to join the Marine Corps, partly because my parents are immigrants from Korea, and I had so many opportunities, you know, because I grew up where I did, and that my parents made the sacrifice to come over here, you know, giving up like a lot of what they knew to be in the United States. And so for me, the Marine Corps wasn't my first choice, actually. I admit it. I was in Army ROTC at UCLA, and then I like to tell people I saw the light and joined the Marine Corps. But that's, you know, an aside. But I actually knew I was gay going into the Marine Corps. So this is back in 1999, and I actually did my research. I figured, you know, I could be a good Marine officer and still live under this policy. You know, just it seems simple, right? Don't ask, don't tell. Don't say anything, but reality quickly sunk in. Because I like to ask people, you know, those with families, those in relationships, imagine spending 1 day or 1 week never talking about your loved ones to the people that you're around almost 24/7. Can you imagine what that was like? And that's what I found myself in that situation. I was in Okinawa. I was a second lieutenant in a foreign country. And I remember hanging out with my friends, and they're all officers as well. They're junior officers, like lieutenants and captains at the time. And we're sitting around talking about what we were doing, you know, what we're planning to do. And for me, whenever my turn came up, I was just, you know, very boring. I became the boring one because I never really told them what I was going through or the fact that I had a girlfriend at the time, which, by the way, did not last because it becomes very hard to live a dual life when you're overseas and you can't talk about your partner can't come with you, you know. And so I found myself realizing I needed to tell somebody, because if I didn't tell somebody, I was gonna go crazy. And so I started to talk to some of my friends and try to get their politics, you know, see where they kind of were on the spectrum. And I came out to one of my friends, and I was waiting for something bad to happen, and he didn't care. He was like, "You're still my friend, you're a Marine officer, you do a good job, and you take care of the Marines." And I found that